Oh my god, Jenny, I'm totally gonna get this new nose job. I'm gonna look so much more attractive. Oh my gosh, you go, girl. Like, you're gonna look so freaking good with this surgery. This is how women are gonna react whenever another woman tells them they're going to get surgery. But if a man were to do it, oh my gosh, he's so insecure. This guy, he's the worst guy ever. He wants to change his nose. What is wrong with him? How dare he? For some reason, society doesn't like it whenever you surgery max.
You got me.
But a lot of people, let's say you are seriously considering surgery maxing, this makes it kind of difficult to find what information is actually useful and what information is straight up BS. And the looks maxing community is going to tell you you need to get all these surgeries, you got to completely reconstruct your face, and that's not correct either. So today what I'm going to do is talk about my personal beliefs about surgery maxing, the best surgeries that you should consider, everything. Without further ado, let's get it. In a society who loves to virtue signal, everyone loves to pretend like, oh, looks don't matter, I only care about everyone else's personality, nothing else matters. Meanwhile, they put all these celebrities, all these models on pedestals, they worship these people. So people whip out their iPhone, take a 5-second video, boom, they go viral, they get thousands of followers just because of their face, just how good looking they are, man. If you want to deny how much your looks actually affect your life, this is just denying basic truths.
Are you fucking dumb?
Either live a life of delusion or actually see things the way they truly are. So first of all, you got to realize how important looks are. You need to be putting in the discipline, yes, discipline, because if you are 400 pounds overweight, you're not going to surgery max your way to looking more handsome. You're going to diet max, man. You're going to get freaking shredded down to 10% body fat. You're going to see your face change. You're going to get those abs, those chisels everywhere. You need discipline first of all. You need to optimize everything first of all. Like if you're considering some sort of facial surgery, whatever it is, and you have never gotten lean enough, please click off this channel, go pick up a weight, put down the fork, get shredded first of all, and then we can talk. The best surgeries I think just about every single man should probably consider whenever it comes to looks maxing. First of all, it's going to be a hair transplant. I've talked about this openly in the past. I think it's a great surgery for men to consider. I think if you're losing hair, it's going to be one of the best things, but obviously you should be doing your research on minoxidil, finasteride, everything before you go into surgery maxing, because some people, even just with the medicine, can actually reverse a lot of signs of hair loss just from doing everything properly. So the hair transplant should kind of be a last resort, but I still do believe that a lot of it comes down to environmental factors. For example, if you're in the West, that water literally has thousands of chemicals designed to strip your hair. A lot of you guys are using regular shampoos, which literally has engine cleaner in it that's going to rip out your hair. So many chemicals, so many seed oils, so much BS. So a lot of you guys, you don't have male pattern baldness. You are simply just putting yourself in a very, very unhealthy environment. Up next, everyone's always asking me, Austin, what can I do about the nose? How can I optimize the nose to the best of my ability? The truth is, you cannot change the nose too much, man. I'm gonna be honest, this one, a lot of it is genetic. You can't change it too much. But if your nose is cooking you to another dimension, I say, get some rhinoplasty, get a nose job. Some people, I'm telling you, this can be the only thing holding you back from like freaking Chad status, looking freaking awesome, is just the nose. But also remember, sometimes some imperfections, sometimes some asymmetries can look more attractive. This is why it's important to do everything last. Surgery maxing is the last thing. Look at David Gandhi's nose. David Gandhi's nose is big. It's not symmetrical. It doesn't look very good. But you look at that nose on David Gandhi, he's a Greek god. He's sexy. He's iconic because he's David Gandhi. Find out who you are first, man. If he got a nose job when he was 18 years old and he was insecure about himself, he never would have been who he is now. So always go very slowly before making big decisions like this. Ugly guy with the eyebrows. This is someone who glowed up in the past couple of years, and I have a belief, and a lot of other people have this belief as well. This is no hatred. This is no negativity. This is just what I believe that this man did to glow up. I think he got a chin implant for sure. His chin looked inverted previously versus afterwards his chin was now projected just out of nowhere. And I think if you have difficulty difficulties with the chin projection, this could definitely be something you should consider, because the chin is going to be one of the most important parts of the face. It can make or break your face. If everything else is looking awesome, aesthetic, but that chin is just you're gonna throw off all of your looks, man. So this is a very easy, very safe, very affordable cosmetic procedure I think most guys should consider getting if it's bad. Some people have came to me, they're like, Austin, I feel like my chin is super inverted, it doesn't look. Stop comparing yourselves to perfection. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's only when it's dramatically inverted you should consider it. Or maybe you just got money to freaking burn and it's not gonna really make a difference. You can get it taken out in the future. Go for it. Whenever you get very lean, some people genetically, they do not hold much fat underneath their eyes. And this is getting under eye filler. So you get a little bit of filler so it removes the visual sunkenness of the eyes. It brings them to life a little bit. Overall, it improves your total eye shape, making it much, much more aesthetic. Gyno surgery. This is also a very intense topic nowadays. Now, a lot of guys have actually said that I need to get gyno surgery, and that just shows me how much insecurity goes through the average man's head. First of all, it's natural to have a little bit of extra fat tissue around the nipple area, man. It's nothing to be concerned about. Like, you shouldn't be really just worried about it and jumping to getting the surgery immediately. Like I said, get shredded first, build some muscle, and then see how it looks. Once you have the physique, if it looks like you've got some full-blown woman breasts on there, then yes, you should get the surgery. But until then, like if you're 20% body fat, you're saying, awesome, I've got gyno. No, you've got fat, man, everywhere. You got to lose the body fat. All of this stuff, it really comes down to a lot of it from you have the lack of discipline, you don't change things, and this actually makes you feel insecure about your looks. And instead of changing your discipline, changing things, you start blaming things like genetics, life circumstances like this, rather than actually taking the action to change things. You'll notice a lot of things that you used to be insecure about, once you start improving yourself, you no longer really care about this thing. And I'm telling this from life experience. I used to be so insecure growing up. My facial features, my body, the gap in my chest, there's so many different parts of my body I wasn't super confident about, man. But the more you level up and then the more you see how much girls actually mess with you, then you're just like, oh, if I have a little bit of imperfections, who cares? Who gives a shit, man? Because this is the real world. None of us are going to be perfect. You keep chasing this perfection, you're never going to look perfect. You're not going to look like a Ken doll. There's always going to be something off about you. And if that bothers you, you got to work on your mental health. Buccal fat removal is a popular surgery in the looksmaxing community I do not agree with. I think that as you get older, you're going to lose the buccal fat naturally. Also, if you reduce inflammation, you're also going to lose a lot of that puffiness around this area. I think for the average guy, you can get hollow cheeks without needing this surgery. I think it's a silly thing in general, and I still don't even know if Jordan Barrett did get the surgery, because everyone's saying, oh, Jordan Barrett got the surgery, but the truth is he lost a whole bunch of weight, and then everyone's accusing him of the surgery. It's like, yeah, you lose 50 pounds, your face is gonna look different after this. As I've kind of been talking about throughout the video, the best way to surgery max is to optimize yourself to the fullest first. You need to put yourself first and stop focusing too much on getting all these surgeries when you are not where you need to be physically. So I've got 2 supplements to help you get there instantly to begin with. First of all, we've got Titan Grow 2.0. All of this on my website, my company, kalosique.com. Use the code Wayne for 10% off. But Titan Grow 2.0 is the best multivitamin on the entire market because 92% of Americans across all social classes are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. When this happens, your IGF-1 human growth hormone shuts down, closing your growth plates. You're gonna think that you need a limb lengthening surgery, but no. You need Titan Grow 2.0, man. And don't forget about Aries Rage, man. Aries Rage is the best testosterone booster on the entire market. With Tanga Ali, which boosts testosterone by 37% after just 4 weeks of taking it, while decreasing cortisol by 16%. We've got Boron, which increases free testosterone by 28%, decreases estrogen by 39%. Maca Root, which has been scientifically proven to enhance over vitality, function, everything. Zinc, which is the precursor to creating testosterone, also in clinical studies has been shown to improve height as well. We've got oyster extract, we've got pumpkin extract, everything needed to enhance testosterone to the absolute fullest, all in Aries Rage. Use my code Wayne for 10% off. Don't forget about Kalos VIP, the best school of self-improvement, man. We've got my 3-hour Looksmaxing masterclass, 2-hour height growth masterclass, my female nature masterclass, social media masterclass, and right now we have the aesthetic physique masterclass that I'm about to finish up. We're going into the archetype masterclass next. Every 2 weeks we hop at a group VIP call with me and all of my students. You gotta join right now. It's only $12 down from the $55. At the beginning of the month, it's going up. You gotta join right now, man. Link in the description. Lengthening surgery is something that I don't really want to get into, honestly. I'm against this. I think that if you really want it, go for it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to shame you. But the truth is, if you feel like you need the surgery, there's probably a lot more in your life that you could be maxing out, that you could be optimizing. I don't want you to get 50 grand, 100 grand into debt just to gain like 2-3 inches at the most, man. Like, you can fraud this height. You don't need to get the surgery. I would try to avoid this definitely as a last resort. You were gifted with the ability to walk, to sprint, to be athletic. I don't think you should do anything that could potentially jeopardize that. You might tell me, Austin, but you're going to be fully recovered in a year, 2 years. We don't know that. We don't know the long-term consequences of the surgery. How your leg's actually going to hold up when you're 60 years old, 70 years old. And you want to be very careful because this is your only body, man. You only get one. But also, what if they notice that I got these surgeries, anything like this? The truth is, nobody notices the small things about you. I'm gonna be honest. No one really nitpicks. No one really looks into this. If they are, then they're probably kind of obsessed with you, which is either a good thing or a bad thing. What I'm trying to say is they don't care if it's fake. All they care about is the end product. They don't care if you have a little bit of makeup on. All they care about is that your skin looks clear and it looks healthy overall. They don't care if your hairline is super sharp. And if they look for it, they might find a little scar in the back of your head. No one's really looking this deep. People are much more concerned with the overall product that you are shooting out to the world, man. There are lots of influencers, so many people who have tons of cosmetic surgeries. No one ever talks about it. No one ever brings it up because they look good. Whenever you look better, society is going to give you more positive reactions. These positive reactions are going to contribute to more confidence. So you improve your looks, this is going to improve your confidence. Your confidence and your improved looks is going to make people treat you better for the most part. You're going to deal with some haters, some negative people, but for the most part, a lot of people treat you better. I'm going to be honest. I talk about the negative halo effects, stuff like this, but yeah, people like you a lot more when you look better. A lot of people actually report less depression, less anxiety, less mental health issues after they get the surgery because they feel better about themselves. So if this is the last thing, the cherry on the top, I say don't let society or what people will think about you hold you back. Do what you feel like you need to. My final message before I log off for the day is, like I said, do not be obsessed with this. If you have one thing to change, change the one thing. Don't change the nose, that's the one thing. And then you're like, oh, but my chin needs to have a little bit more size. It needs to be projected. Oh, but my ears, they're sticking out too. You gotta learn to when to chill. You gotta learn when to accept things the way that they are. One of my favorite quotes is from the movie Fight Club. Sometimes you just need to let the chips fall where they're going to, man. Just let things fall apart sometimes. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's what you need to know, man. You look great right now. You look handsome if you're watching this. And I love you with all my heart. Subscribe if you're new here. I'll see you next time.